Oh boy, I can't wait to play Rec Room again. Wait. I've been banned for 30 years? Reason says for being a cheating VR player. What the f? The report system is being abused. Teleport users are getting constant hate. Young children are flooding into the game, and VR is becoming less and less of a priority. So is Rec Room even worth it anymore? This is what we're looking at today in this episode of Virtual Reviews. My name is Trickey Dickey, and today we're talking about Rec Room again because that's the only thing that gets me any views. No, honestly, we are visiting Rec Room again because they change so much and update so often that people's opinions, my own included, change with the game constantly. I will officially say I don't really play this game anymore. I'm not really the I told you so type, but everything that I was worried about in my last video has started to come true. If you haven't seen that video, click on the iCard in the top right and check that out. Basically, most of my concerns in that video were about mixing screen mode users with the VR users and the impact that would have both in-game and on the social aspects of the game. And I'm seeing a lot of those opinions are shared with a lot of other people in the community. So the first thing I want to address here is the abuse of the reporting system. I'm seeing a lot of people getting banned for really petty reasons or really no reason at all. Of course, take this with a grain of salt. I've never been banned, but I also haven't played in a long time. I kind of got out before this epidemic started, and also these are people complaining on Reddit, so who knows if they're being 100% truthful. But if we take what they say as truth, things are not looking very good over in Rec Room right now. Take, for instance, Minecraft Builder 14 on Reddit, who says, I've been playing Rec Room for over a year now. I was playing paintball with all the new players yesterday. My mic was on mute as it normally is because I just sit in Discord chatting with my friends. I was winning most of the games due to most of the new players trying to get their feet wet and figure out how to play. So I kept cycling games to avoid pounding people into the ground. However, every third or fourth game I was in, I kept getting some kid saying he was going to report me for aimbot or cheating. And now I log on today and find I am banned for 4 days for sexual conduct? How could I even commit sexual conduct with my mic off? Every young child has now figured out that if they run into a good player, they can just get them banned by reporting them, and this is out of hand. Several of my friends have run into the same issue to no avail. Are there any plans to improve this? Now, I don't know if they're using sexual conduct under the report reason for the ban to happen faster. I'm thinking that's the case because a lot of the other cases that I've read have also been banned for sexual conduct, whether they're communicating or not. Like this comment from Methrick, I just took a 4-day ban for no reason. Said sexual speech, but my mic wasn't even on and I wasn't interacting with anyone. Just grinding laser tag. I got 1,000 hours played, so I guess it gives me time to go check out other games, maybe find something to replace Rec. Methrick, I encourage you to find something else. This is what I've done at this point. Now here's the kicker. This one inspired my opening skit. Check this one out. By Yo Why You Mad Cuz on Reddit. Said, was playing laser tag, got a few tags, but 1 or 2 kids were getting noticeably annoyed with each out they got. Saw one of them go into their watch when I lured them pretty angrily, and I thought then and there he was gonna further spread the ban apocalypse. I'm there for another minute and boom, going to dorm room. Banned for harassment and discrimination. This game was everything to me and now it's all gone. Seems like every kid I've ever reported for being underage has always stayed, and when good players get reported, they are acted on right away. I was hoping to release my room I had planned sometime soon. Now it's not even worth giving back to the devs. I'm going to email support, but this banning bull has to stop. The post is titled, I have been banned for 9,000 plus days. That comes out to 26, 27 years, something like that. That's nuts. Like I said, this is purely anecdotal, it's just people on Reddit complaining, so I don't know if it's 100% true. But seeing as it's such a trend in posts on Reddit, I'm thinking it's at least a little bit true. It's not something that I would put past very young kids that are playing on screen mode to do. We all know how frustrating it is to play against somebody that's way better than you. And in the case of being a screen player versus a VR player, you might think they have an advantage or they're cheating if you don't really understand what's going on, and that this game was originally intended for VR players. You know, you might just have downloaded on PC or PlayStation and you don't understand people teleporting around was how the game was originally made. On kind of a similar topic, with the interaction between screeners and VR players, there's a lot of hate going around against people who use teleport because screeners don't understand what they're doing. Like this video right here.
Oh, you're using teleporting glitches, you're trash.
If you had trouble understanding, he said, "Oh, you were using teleport glitches, you're trash." It's not a glitch, kid, that's how the game was originally made. There are tons of us veteran players that played this game so long ago, that's what we were used to. Teleport was the only thing that we had. I started using the walking locomotion because I used it in other games and I was excited to use it in Rec Room. But I remember a time where everybody teleported because that's all there was. Or like this other one right here.
Fucking teleporter.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm gonna die. Hey, nice game. You killed me. Bree.
Learn to fucking play correctly.
He's playing on freaking VR.
I want.
Bruh! That is so unfair.
Oh my god! Kill yourself!
He's a teleporter. He's playing on freaking VR. Kill yourself. That's what these kids just said. They're complaining about VR players like the game wasn't made for VR in the first place. These were the things I talked about in my last video. You cannot mix these players together. You shouldn't have brought screen players into the equation at all. This was a fantastic VR game, and now it's not. Like this comment on that video by LexGuru86. It's incredible. Without VR, this game likely wouldn't exist. The only thing I hear now is "King teleporter" or "damn it, you teleporting cheater," etc. And these other comments too. It's funny how everything original in this game is now getting hate. EU VR players is what this game is becoming. The developers always talk about being inclusive and making a fun, friendly environment for everyone, but this move that they have done with the screen players was probably the worst thing they could have done. It has created such a violent divide between people that play this game, and there's hate going around from both sides all the time. Adding screen mode has basically ruined Rec Room. Just to show a few more examples of how the community's been feeling about this, check these out. Prof Gem Badger on Reddit says, "This is 100% because of the screen update. Worst idea the dev could have ever had. I used to have so much fun, I played this every day. Now I maybe play once a month. This is a VR game, please make it that way. You lost a big chunk of your real players when you went flat screen." He even goes on to say he'd be willing to pay for some things to help the developers stay afloat instead of adding screen players to get a bigger player base. And I've seen this a lot. I don't understand why they didn't add like more microtransactions or something, because a lot of people are willing to play it back when it was just VR people that loved the game. Life Facts says, "You know, the more days that go by, the more and more I realize how terrible of a move it was adding screen players to this free game. Hopefully other games learned from this mistake at least. I miss the days you mentioned." Remove screen mode. Rec Room is a free-to-play game, so when it was just on VR, at least the people had a VR headset and said, "I don't want to mess this up, I really enjoy this game, I'm gonna act properly." But when you make it so accessible for everybody with a PlayStation or a PC to just play on screen mode, there's no consequence for acting terrible, especially with young kids or trolls that just want to cause problems and be mean. They get on these free games and they destroy the community, and that's exactly what has happened to Rec Room. Electronic Guess on Reddit has summed up my fears about Rec Room and why I don't play anymore pretty well in this post he made on the subreddit. The deprioritization of VR is actually beginning to concern me. The devs are always saying they want to make VR a #1 priority, but I just don't think that's the case. The platform survey, nearly all GIFs from the update notes being in screen mode, and the word VR being removed from literally everything about Rec Room show this. He goes on to say, I know you're trying to change Rec Room from Wii Sports of VR to a social club, but it's just not working. You're shoving custom rooms further and further down our throats and we just don't want it. A recent survey said 95% prefer to play Rec Room Originals. I couldn't find the survey he's talking about, but I believe that 100%. You had a good thing going, devs, but you just ruined it with your obsession of screen mode. So there you have it. That's why I don't play this game anymore. If you still enjoy the game, more power to you. It's just not for me anymore. And there's a lot of people in the community that feel the same way. A lot of us old VR players are fed up with the way it's going and we're just looking for other things to play now. So anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Tricky Dickey. Expect more VR reviews in the future. I'm also going to be working on some more Nintendo Switch indie game reviews. So if you're into those sorts of games, go ahead and click subscribe and click the bell icon too, because I don't post every day and YouTube's probably not going to recommend my videos to you very quickly. If you don't want to miss those videos, make sure your notifications are on. Follow me on Twitter at TrickyDickey66. And if you're into gameplay stuff, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/TrickyDickey66. I play a lot of Overwatch on there with my best friend. I'm also streaming Astro Near as soon as it comes out. I stream Sunday nights, Tuesday mornings, and sometimes other random days as well. So go ahead and follow me on there and check me out whenever I'm live. If you liked my video, go ahead and click the like button and let me know what you thought down in the comments below. That's all the time I have today, so I'll see you next time. Peace.